back. This is Career Mode on Lunch on Caps. I'm with Jack Loyiso and Thabang having it's quite a broad discussion, wouldn't you say, Jack, about the internet, and it's about where it comes from, where we are, and where we're going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would have wanted to have the internet when I was still young, you know, at least test out some of my business ideas to see if they're relevant or not. I mean, these days, as a person, you can just pull ideas and then throw them into the pool of social media and see how they react. And truth be told, I mean, one of them will be a career on its own. But first, we have to have that mentality that says, or the internet is not only just about looking for beautiful pictures.
And my likes, my selfies.
It's about learning about different industries while you're still young, so that when you get to a stage where you're old enough, you've already covered the majority of the syllabus,
which we're learning now. All right, now that brings me to Uloyi. So I want to find out more about the company now.
Sure.
And look, I want to find out. I'm going to tell you now, in terms of internet solutions that you provide. And you know, I worked in a bank some time back, and banks they invest a lot in cybersecurity. Most of us don't know what cybersecurity is. We will think if cybersecurity virus. Yes. And guys, let's admit it. Most of us think cybersecurity antivirus. Can you unpack what cybersecurity is all about, and then maybe just give us a little bit about what your business actually does in terms of what career space one needs to go into, but specifically your business, what it does.
All right. What is cybersecurity? So, good news. It is a coronavirus. So, the first two steps are covered on our journey. You are not wrong, but it then goes broader than that. Earlier on, I said you are connected to the internet. The internet is connected to you. Where I come in is figuring out who is connecting to you and how they can connect to you. Right? I can't tell you everything I do, but there are broad disciplines that we cover. One of the things we provide as a company is what we call social engineering and cybersecurity awareness. What is that? That when we start speaking about phishing.
What's phishing?
Phishing with a P.
P-H-I.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they used to tell us about that at the bank. That's what's called phishing emails. What is that?
They pay us to come and tell you about phishing at the bank.
Are you serious?
So here's what happens. Things become far more sophisticated, and the more you are on social media, the more I learn from you and about you, especially when we start talking about machine learning. Effectively, machine learning is I take a whole bunch of computing power, I look at what you are searching for on Google, what you are opening, what you are closing, what you are spending time on, what you're talking about. I build a profile about who you are, what you like and what you don't like. And then I take that information, I can then sell that information, which is how Facebook and Google makes money, right?
What?
I sell that information to advertisers. They know something, now they know something about you, which is why we'll be sitting here one day talking about something, maybe talking about a red pair of All-Stars. Then you go onto Facebook and you see an advert about a red pair of All-Stars. Or maybe you're telling somebody on WhatsApp, Uguchi, red pair of All-Stars, and then now you're on the internet and you see that. You ask yourself, how, Sway? That's how they do it, right? So on the nefarious side, when you're at the bank, hackers use the same techniques to get at you. I'm not selling you a product now. You are the product. I want your information. So I'm going to spoof an email because I know you've got an account with Louis Vuitton. I don't know, because you had to put it on the gram, right? You took pictures at the shop, So I took that. I know that May 15, and at this time you were at Louis Vuitton. I send a specialized email to you as if it's coming from Louis Vuitton. Or now I'm sending you specialized offers. I know you're a fan, you know? Or I know who you bank with. I make it look like it's coming from your bank. I know who your girl is. I know who your business partner is. That is what is called spoofing, social engineering. I am engineering my social identity to tailor a result I want from you. Because if I come at you as a stranger, you're not going to tell me certain things. But if I come at you from a bank, I am calling you from FNB. I see that the transaction at Louis Vuitton on Saturday at 2. I want to make sure that this transaction was valid. Oh yeah, yes. Please give me your ID number to verify that it is really you. Please tell me the last transaction that went off your account.
So that really sends us to that one direction to say, I mean, As people, are we under surveillance, or did we give away our rights to privacy?
Through internet nowadays.
It's both, eh?
Are people aware of that, though? I know the Americans are. They took Facebook to court for that, didn't they?
People are becoming more aware. But these businesses know us better than we know ourselves, right? They're selling us convenience. That's what they're selling.
Isn't that through market research, though, that they do?
How do they do their market research?
Through the internet. That's what I'm trying to get to that.
No, I think he mentioned something which is very important when it comes to corporates, especially things like Google. Now with Discovery, you've got Apple. So it's called behavior.
Yes.
So people they sell behavior. So they now know exactly your sleeping patterns through the devices that we have. They know how often do you go home, and now we've got devices that tell you if you're going home now, traffic, delays, just on your wrist.
Oh, yeah.
So because
So true.
because they have this sort of information or the data where it's kept, they are able to track your common trends that you do and the type of behavior you have. For instance, if you are used to running on a Saturday, if you don't run that day, your device will ask you, are we running today? It's called behavior.
So what are you saying there? Are you saying that we are predictable? That we are all part of a computer program?
The simulation.
Are we part of a simulation? Are we here every Wednesday?
Such a good question.
Yes. Are we interviewing someone with a career? Yes. So you find me here every day, right?
So I think here's another thing. As a consumer of a product, you don't know what you want, right? So the only way that guys like Apple are able to do it so right, they tell you what you want. Because you have a watch with Apple, right? At first, it had a heart rate monitor. But you complained that you've got stress levels. They've introduced a breathing app. Did you need the breathing app before? We did not. But it becomes part of your everyday
It's like they
activity.
create a need.
They create a need for you to get that product.
Yoli,
But
what would you
also
say?
they help you identify a need. So the same example in my corporate space, I was touching on social engineering, fine. One of the other things we do when we're providing security for your environment, if we know that you're a high-risk customer, around December, we know that you're going to probably be getting attacked, right? Because things are getting busy. So there are systems that are called honeypot systems, as an example. So what you do, we come in here and we map out your computer network, and you create a copy of your network and we put it here next to your actual network, and we point. We can make a honeypot, make it sweet for the bees to come there. You will
What do you mean? Like what you're gonna add?
So you create a network for hackers, or for would-be people who want to compromise your network to go there, thinking they are in your actual environment.
Wow, that's smart.
The idea is to learn their behavior. So you let them play around there. You put some data. They'll spend a month, because hacks take quite a long time depending on what they do. So let the guys spend a month, 2 months there, thinking they're getting information from you while you're learning from them. Right? So it's the same principle. We're talking about, is this device then creating hackers, or is this device responding to what hackers are doing?
Oh yes.
So the hackers have availed information because they're thinking they're operating in a safe space. Same thing we do on social media. We avail information because we are getting a convenience out of it. The fact that we use eWays as opposed to Apple Maps, because eWays will tell you better traffic, they'll tell you it's time to go to work now, traffic is building up in your area, but they keep your information. The reason why Apple Maps is not so good is because they don't keep your information. So if Google has they're in a relationship with you. They know you. Bachola now, when they're going through your phone, your emails, and they know you. So they're able to provide things. And then you say, oh snap, how did you know I needed that? Because, well, I've been going through your stuff, your emails, your phone, your WhatsApps, blah, 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 building a picture of who you are.
What do you call the people that work within that department within internet?
So in my company, we're a small company, we have specific roles that we fulfill. We're partnerships and alliances manager, and that's basically what they do, right? They manage our partnerships, because in IT, there's lots of companies that have different technologies that do different things. And they change every day. So somebody needs to keep track of what is IBM released now, what is Cisco released now, and so somebody does that. We have a salesperson, it's a lady that I've groomed, taking lots of pride in that. She's doing a fantastic job.
Great.
You need to understand technology, so you go look for opportunities, but you merge business language. Okay, customer, you have a situation here where every time people need to come into your business, they sign in manually.
Yeah.
There's a long queue, people are late for their meetings. That's a business problem for you. It's costing you money. It depends on the business, right? So she'll come in and say, I see this business problem, I can fix this business problem using this technology. Yeah, boy. And then I have a technical person who is a nerd, propeller head, you know.
And so problem solving comes in, like
so across the board. So as a salesperson, you need to have interpersonal skills. You need to understand maths and numbers and commercials, you know. But you also need to understand business and translate that into with what I have, how do I bring this into an IT issue? And a technical person, it's a straight up technical problem. I have hackers and they are using I have 5,000 calls on my server. My server can only handle 2,000.
So tell us something. What has the internet taught you about people?
Let's take a short break. Sorry about that. We're going to take just a short break. When we get back, we sit on that question. This is Career Mode right here on Lunch on Caps. Take a short break.